Back Row Ministry, the world premiere, Mr. Markley coming at you live and direct from the Kia Optima Studios. So a lot's been going on in the world of hip-hop, a lot of ritualistic sacrifices in the world of hip-hop. We had 3 deaths. We had a young man that was 21 years old. We had Tech 9, which is this confusion between him and the real Tech 9. Well, this is Tech 9 from Philly. He was 32 years old. And then we just had the death of Nipsey Hussle at the age of 33. So, one thing I like to try to do is tie the ritual in together, see how they continue to keep the energy going, and see what they might be using these energies for. So a lot of times they're using energy for, an agenda, be it the racial agenda, be it more agendas where, in these 2 cases, black men were caught up in situations where they were in violent situations. So once again, we got the community violence, neighborhood violence, gang violence is coming back up to a head. And then I want to tie all that into the Chicago mayoral race and Jessie Smollett and how that's important with placing the first black mayor. Anywhere you go, you're going to get the first black female mayor, but placing the Pacific candidate in office in Chicago in this campaign, which is today. It's the end of the campaign and people will vote today. So we have the death of Tech 9. Tech 9 dies at the age of 32. Tech 9's name is Akeem. We know in Gematria, Akeem sums to 33. Also, Tech 9 died on a date with 28 numerology. Very important. So we saw a lot of 27 inside of the death of Nipsey Hussle, a lot of 27. We saw a lot of 33, 34. So Nipsey Hussle dies on a date with 34 numerology. Tech 9 dies on a date with 38 numerology. A lot of it was 38 and also some 49, some revelation numerology. Anytime I see revelation, I'm looking for something else. So remember when Nipsey Hussle died, there's a picture of him, and I always say pay attention to our pictures. There's a picture of him at a Lakers game with a Magic Johnson shirt on. Of course, we know Magic was number 32. Remember, we just had the death of Tech 9 at 32 years old. Nipsey Hussle just so happens to be posing in this shirt post-death. They got a picture of him posing in a shirt with the number 32 on it. And that 32 keeps the energy going, and that energy is from the death of Tech 9. Remember, they have to keep the energy going. The easiest way to keep energy going is through sacrifice. And they've been sacrificing black men for centuries. All those lynchings that you saw out in the South, those weren't anything more than sacrifices. The Ku Klux Klan is a secret society that sacrifices people. And they had free sacrifices at the time in the shape and form of African American males. So we go to Nipsey Hussle. He's dead at 33, 137 days before his birthday. 137, of course, is the 33 prime number. Nipsey equals 34. He dies on a date with 34 numerology. Nipsey's death was really easy to put together. It wasn't much work to see that this young man was sacrificed, shot in L.A. L.A., of course, has your 14 or 41, your 13 gematria in it, so you already know what time it is. And when you see the number 33, you pretty much already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. 32, you know what time it is. So we got that energy going, that post energy right before this election. So the election is on a date with 4-2. So we look at Preckwinkle, which I was looking at as the favorite in this, but then I had to look at Lori Lightfoot a little bit closer. Lori Lightfoot, if you take the name Lightfoot, you get 42 gematria. 42, of course, is the nigger number, the nigger code. And the election just so happens to be on the date, of course, with 42 numerology. It's on April 4/2. April can be 4/2 for the day. April, the 4th month, 2nd day, 42. Or 24. You can always flip it. As above, so below, you flip it to 24. But she's got that numerology going for her today. Also, we have a lot of 27 numerology in the name Lori. A lot of 27 numerology in the name Lori, and some 28 numerology as well inside of the name Lori. So we tie these things together with the death of these two rappers. Young black man, gunned down, violent situation. Lori Lightfoot, of course. We bring in Lori Lightfoot, ex-attorney, in good with police, doesn't really like men too much, let's just be honest. Lori Lightfoot is not a fan of men, especially young black men. She's not a fan of them, but she'll put on her appearance all day that she is. Lori's job is to come in and crack heads. That's her job. And the Jessie Smollett piece was the tie-in to this whole story. The Smollett situation was designed to separate the city, and that's what you see going on right now in Chicago. You're seeing this city separation with certain people coming out for Jessie, certain people coming out for the police up in arms, and Lori Lightfoot is on the side of law enforcement. She's not on the side of Fox, who is the state's attorney, the prosecutor. So she's on the side of law enforcement, which gets her the needed immigrant vote that she needs in Chicago to become president. You need the Polish and you need the Irish who control the police department. You have to have their endorsements if you're going to be the president, if you're going to be the mayor of Chicago. And she now has those endorsements because those are the people that she has been backing through this whole Jessie Smollett piece. Also, she is a fan of cracking heads in the communities. And you get people in enough fear, and you get a mayor in there who says they're not afraid to crack heads. She just so happens to be an African-American woman. People tend to follow, especially African-Americans. So this whole thing has been tied up with this energy to keep this piece going. A lot of 72 in Nipsey Hussle, a lot of 72 in that ritual with him dying. And so we see how that energy is going to flow over to the mayoral election, and could have Lori Lightfoot elected today. Could have Lori Lightfoot. I think that the Jessie Smollett situation gave her the backing of the police department and the ethnic groups in Chicago that you need, as well as the African American and Hispanic vote, to become mayor. And I think this energy from these two deaths kind of fed into this narrative of cracking young black heads is coming. It's coming. It's been on its way for a long period of time, and it's coming. Gang violence, assaults on gangs is about to come. The Crips, the Bloods, GDs, Vice Lords, beware, because your days are pretty much over with. When Lightfoot gets in there, the head cracking is going to begin. Martial law is going to begin. They're going to start rounding people up, shutting down organizations, everything they have to do to get these cities back. They're going to reclaim the city. Their job is to put the populace, that's the problem, in one controlled environment and area so they can keep the control over that populace. So beware, if you vote for Lori Lightfoot, that you're just voting in for martial law in Chicago, and that's what you're going to get. Like I say, either way, either you get Baracko Taco's girl, which is Preckwinkle, or you get Lori Lightfoot, which is the law's friend right now. And she's going to be cracking heads when she gets in that office. But you see how the energy just keeps flowing with the deaths of these rappers. Remember, rapper equals 27 in Gematria. So all this energy has just been connected to this event, which is a huge event, the first major event in what's to happen in this New World Order, and that's Chicago becoming the police military state. It's already been desired. And people in Chicago, why you think they took that Sears Roebuck building over on the west side? One of the biggest buildings on the west side is now a police precinct. Why do you think they did that? That was done to prepare for this moment, because the head cracking is about to begin. Mr. Makti, Back Row Ministry, peace.